In the last segment, you learned why concentrating on maximizing short-term shareholder value is flawed thinking. But check out this business cosmology. Notice anything? The customer's needs don't appear anywhere at all. That mindset worked in a time when the organization held all the negotiating cards. But in the 21st century, the game has changed. To survive in this world, a CEO needs a different mindset. Organization-centric thinking is out. Customer-centric thinking is in. No wonder it feels like the rules have changed. They have, and you urgently need to know what they are. We'll tell you, but first, here's Carlos to tell you more.
Hi, I'm Carlos Diaz. A few years ago, Jay and I noticed an evolving pattern of business dysfunction, particularly in corporate family businesses. As Jay and I looked closer at these struggling or underperforming businesses, we saw they were actually destroying wealth instead of creating it. And it was easy to see why. Every one of those CEOs was playing by obsolete rules and rewarding their executives for what Jack Welch calls doing dumb stuff. The root cause of the problem was this. What those CEOs thought that they knew about business had become obsolete. The rules had changed, but those CEOs had been so busy running their business, they had not noticed it. It's not surprising. Have you heard about the new rules in the media? Have you seen a lot of business books and academic papers about it? In fact, everywhere we look, and we look a lot, guess what we found? Here is John King to tell you.
When Jay and Carlos began looking at programs that teach CEOs the new rules for creating wealth, long-term sustainable wealth, they were shocked by what they found. There were plenty of executive-level courses and seminars available, but these were just single-topic, fix one silo at a time courses. And worse, they were essentially a form of benchmarking, teaching CEOs to repeat what had been designed to work in an older world. Carlos and Jay also found plenty of graduate and postgraduate academic programs on the market. These were designed to educate individual executives rather than executive teams, a good recipe for creating dysfunction. Worst of all, these programs were all premised on the outdated goal of maximizing short-term shareholder value by maximizing short-term profits. In other words, they taught you to be extremely efficient at doing all the wrong things. Carlos and Jay did find some material that rejected the increased profits at any cost mantra, and instead embraced a goal of maintaining and increasing corporate wealth. For example, there were the books and writings of renowned management thinker Russell Ackoff, who argued powerfully and convincingly for moving toward a systems-thinking, holistic leadership philosophy. But even though the philosophy was sound and the thinking brilliant, there was still a problem. These writings told you what to do. For example, increase your return on assets. But it never explained, at a practical level, how to do it, step by step. They gave you the concepts, but if you wanted to learn the processes, you were strictly on your own. In other words, Jay and Carlos found nothing on the market that met the needs of real-world corporate family business CEOs who were struggling to grow their businesses. It's not surprising if you think about the CEO's incredibly difficult job. As a leader, a CEO needs the strategic smarts to see where to take the business and how to get there. Quite a challenge in a non-linear world. But the CEO isn't operating in a vacuum. Leadership is about bringing the rest of the organization along with you, building a bench of functional leaders and managers who are aligned with the CEO's direction, not pushing against it, and creating a pool of potential future executives who are on board and able to maintain organizational momentum. In other words, real-world CEOs need a holistically driven, practical solution they can use to update their own mindset to build their personal strategic smarts. And if they are truly focused on building wealth on a sustainable, long-term basis, they also need to be able to deploy that solution with the rest of their senior and junior executives as well. No solution existed in the market, but the need was great. That's why Jay and Carlos decided to partner up and create the solution themselves. A solution that was designed to adapt to the needs of a fast-paced, non-linear world, based on proven strategic, practical, divergent thinking processes, such as Carlos Diaz's Wealth Creator System, built around a goal of growing organizational wealth through customer-centric strategies, such as Jay Abraham's Strategy of Preeminence and 3 Ways to Grow a Business, designed from the ground up to meet the real-world needs of CEOs. Growth mindset questions will prompt you to create new wealth-building strategies. Easy online tools will let you test different scenarios to create the certainty you and your board crave. And structured mastermind-type sessions will help you quickly get your people on board and aligned so you can instantly create unstoppable momentum and competitive advantage.
Carlos and I have spent our 80-plus years combined careers creating wealth in our own businesses and in the businesses of CEOs whom we advise and mentor. That's why we're delighted to offer creative leadership for turbulent times to you today. It's our legacy. Our approach, I'm proud to say, is unique. Uniquely practical, uniquely non-theoretical, uniquely application-oriented, uniquely structured to help you master the new rules of business, the rules for creating wealth in fast-changing worlds. We'll give you the details in our next segment.
In the meantime, I hope you take time to read our Inflection Points white paper, Learning the New Rules of Business Success in a Non-Linear World. We've distilled and explained the new rules for you and shared our research about how to learn and implement each of these new rules in your business. Just follow the link on the screen to download it now.